Están pasando puta madral de cilindros.
Ese se quedó ahí. Ese ya se boteó.
Viene otro azul.
Ya se boteó. No, se va en putita.
Oye, ¿hasta dónde le llega el autobús el agua?
Mira, la camioneta le lleva el agua, ¿ya vieron? Ya se le lleva el agua.
Acapulco tras Max.
Aquí estamos en Zapata City, ya sacaron las lanchas.
Hurricane Lidia hit Mexico's Pacific coast late Tuesday, an extremely dangerous storm that brought strong winds and torrential rain and killed at least one person, although it has since weakened. Becomes a level 2 storm when it reaches land. Authorities in Nayarit state said a man was killed and a tree fell on the truck he was driving north of the main tourist destination of Puerto Vallarta. Lidia made landfall near the small coastal town of Las Penitas just before 6 p.m., 0 o'clock GMT, is a level 4 storm. In Puerto Vallarta, residents boarded up windows and hauled sandbags onto the beach to reinforce flood barriers in front of their stores, and the airport announced it would be closed until 8 a.m., 2 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, Wednesday. The city's streets were empty by nightfall, as strong winds hurled water across its palm-lined promenade and shook buildings. By 9 p.m., 3 o'clock GMT, the U.S. National Hurricane Center, NHC, said Lidia was blowing maximum sustained winds of 105 miles per hour, 165 kilometers per hour, as it passed near the inland town of Mascota in Jalisco state. The Miami-based NHC said Lidia was moving east-northeast at 17 miles per hour, 28 kilometers per hour, and should weaken quickly as it moves over elevated terrain in west-central Mexico. Life-threatening hurricane-force winds are expected along the path of the storm overnight, it said, warning of dangerous water levels, flash flooding and swells on the Pacific coast.
Ya es un desmadre.
Social media videos showed heavy rain as far as the inland city of Guadalajara. Some people reported fallen trees blocking roads and rivers threatening to burst their banks. I urge people living between Nayarit and Jalisco, especially in Bahia de Banderas, Puerto Vallarta and Tomatlan, to take precautions, President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said on social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, telling people to stay away from low-lying areas, rivers and slopes. A hurricane warning is in effect from the port city of Manzanillo, Colima to San Blas in Nayarit, while tropical STRM conditions could extend as far as Michoacán state. Lidia is expected to dump up to 8 inches, 20 cm, of rain, though some areas could see up to 12 inches through Wednesday, the NHC said. Farther south, Tropical Storm Max, which made landfall Monday, killed 2 people and injured at least 2 in the state of Guerrero, according to media reports. Lidia comes 8 years after Patricia, a Category 5 hurricane, the highest level on the Saffir-Simpson scale, struck close to Puerto Vallarta with winds that tore down trees, moved cars and forced thousands of people to flee from their homes. The heavy rainfall caused by the passage of Tropical Storm Max generated moments of fear among the population because on this same date, but in 1997, the passage of another Hurricane Paulina left damage and destruction in Acapulco. The cloud bands and remnants of this meteorological phenomenon that made landfall in the municipality of Patatlan in the large coast region of the entity, caused severe flooding in various avenues and streets, not only in Acapulco, but also in Tecpan de Galena. The passage of pluvial currents through streams that flow to the sea registered an increase in the flow in the case of Acapulco and the main avenues such as the Costera Miguel Alemán, some points of the Cuauhtémoc. The highway that goes to the large coast presented accumulations up to almost a meter in some points.
Échenle las cuerdas.
No, suéltala.
The use of social networks and different social networks showed dozens of stranded cars and others swept away by the current of rainwater that came down from the upper parts of the city. Taxi drivers stopped the roulette service to prevent their units from being affected, and this caused thousands of people leaving work to be stranded at stops in different parts of the city. The storm flooded streets, avenues and highways of the city, not only in the urban area but also in the suburban area, and what happened caused fear among society because on October 9, 26 years ago, the devastating passage of Hurricane Paulina left hundreds of dead and collapse of hundreds of homes. Due to the heavy rains, the municipal authorities postponed the religious celebration on the occasion of the anniversary of the passage of this natural phenomenon that left hundreds of families in mourning due to the force with which it impacted Acapulco. In the Costa Grande region, in some parts of the municipality of Tecpan de Galena, the flood reached up to a meter in height and people took refuge in their homes, and even, in that same municipality, a temporary shelter was set up to house families at risk. In this area of the state, the meteor caused a cut in the Acapulco-Zihuatanejo federal highway near the community of El Coagulote, which left thousands of people incommunicado. One person drowned trying to protect livestock and another died in a road accident during the storm, civil protection official Roberto Arroyo told AFP by telephone. In August, Storm Hilary, which at one point was a Category 4 hurricane, caused one death and damaged infrastructure as it hit the northwestern state of Baja California. Scientists have warned that storms are becoming more powerful as the world gets warmer with climate change.